Attention, attention. Have you ever heard of Cowboys Talk? Cowboys Talk is the Dallas Cowboys discussion segment of the Bear of Texas podcast. Cowboys Talk brings to you a podcast fully dedicated to bring to you unique and truthful discussions regarding the Dallas Cowboys. In other words, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This show is not fake news. This show does not tolerate bullshit. This show just simply tells it like it is because that is the way to do it, especially when it comes to the Cowboys. No holds barred, ladies and gentlemen. No holds barred. Cowboys Talk is available to you on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and YouTube. And check out podpage.com/Cowboys Talk. That is podpage.com/Cowboys Talk.
Weird light in the room today. Welcome to the Eric Zane Show podcast, daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. Nice to have you all part of this as we get started on a sunny day. I had to open the shades across from me, which is allowing this different light in as the sun rises earlier and earlier. Why am I telling you this? Well, it's all because of the emergency procedure that took place moments ago as I was nearly incapacitated with so much sulfur from a dog fart. So much that Satan himself would be like, it's too much sulfur. Oops. What's going on here? Hang on. I got it. Something weird just happened. You'll pill everything. Satan himself would be like,
that's way too much sulfur, man. Wait, I can't even take it. I mean, are you serious? The amount of sulfur there is just fucked up. I mean, we're sitting here, we love sulfur down here. And the amount of sulfur is just too much to handle, man. You gotta open up the fucking window.
So I'm like, I'm on top of it, man. Crisp morning air comes in. It's absolutely fantastic. Cleaned up the air. So Radio Voice Linda says, I need more devil voice in my life. That's the thing about devil voice. That it has a lot of fans, devil voice. But I think you can overdo devil voice. I'm trying not to ruin that, you know? Pretty typical to me. I usually do something until it's no fun anymore. Okay, so as I've told you a billion times, this is a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures, my personal opinions, strong as they may be, each and every day. I sat here, actually I was walking around this morning and I said, I want to check out WLAV and hear how that is sounding after the removal from the air of one Tony Gates. I built it, baby. It's all mine. Hey, baby, I built it. Actual quote from him one time. I built it. I built this. Well, all right. You were... I guess they don't need you for the building anymore. I don't have any idea what the hell is going on, but I know that Rob Brandt, who is one of the nicest people in the industry, is filling in, or I don't know, maybe that's his new job. It's Rob Brandt, Michelle, and Travis. And they sound good. It sounds like they're having fun. They're not, whatever. I think that ultimately is what you need. on a morning radio show, you need people that like each other or get along. And God knows what would happen when Tony Gates would turn off a microphone. I imagine, being one who has worn out his welcome before and knows what that is like, I would gamble that he wore out his welcome finally. And they said, all right, enough of you. Get the fuck out of here. John Jamingo is in attendance. He said radio is dying a slow death. I'd say it's a little bit more than a slow death. If I got the call, I'd take that job in a heartbeat. You know why? Because it helps me here. It helps me here. Kenny says radio already died in 2016. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that. I know what you're doing there. It helps me here, and that's the beauty of it. I don't need it anymore because of you supporting the show. I don't need that. So for first time in a long time, I can kind of like pick and choose what I want to do. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. John says, I don't know who Tony Gates is, but I'm sure there will be a Tony Gates podcast soon. Yeah, he's like 70 years old. I don't think he knows what a podcast is. But I think, I think that they're doing good over there. I think it sounds good. That it doesn't cover up the other issues with radio, but still, it sounds awesome. All right, folks, I have Dear Meathead with my dad coming up in 48 minutes. I called yesterday to just, I like to talk to him on Tuesday nights, get the lay of the land, see what's going on. I don't think I'm going to bring this up because he'd be sensitive to it. He's one of these, guys, nearly 90 years old, super proud. But I called, and no one was home. Called again, no one was home. He called me. And he's like, well, yeah. He's, and then I hear Joanne say, tell him where you were. And he's talking like he's guilty, like he did something wrong. And he's like, I just got home from the hospital. I go, uh-oh, what's up? And it's nothing. It's he's trying to pass he goes, I have a urinary tract issue. That is all I want to say. I'm like, oh, okay. And Joanne's like, well, you can tell him. I mean, and I can hear in the background like we hear from time to time. And he's like, well, I have kidney stones, and they wanted to make sure it's moving along. And it was experiencing discomfort. I go, okay, but you're okay? I mean, it's all thinking, it's fine. And then I guess he has like a catheter, which, if I learned anything from the kidney donation, it was, I think I found something else I like. I think I'm going to be one of those people eventually who likes it when you put things up the hole in the tip of your ding dong. That's a thing, But I was always very concerned about something going up the tip of my ding dong when it comes to the catheter. And I didn't even know I was getting a catheter until the day of the operation. We're going to put a catheter in there. I'm like, oh, God, it just sounds terrible. Now, I was out like a light when they put it up there. But when they removed it, it was a sensation that was slightly arousing. This lady put my little shriveled joint in her hand and went thunk and pulled it out, and I went, oh, ooh, 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 hey. Maybe a little too much information, I realize. But I was like, how about that? Kind of like that. Why don't you put it back up and do it again? Not really. But it was not nearly as bad as what I thought it was going to be. And it was kind of okay. Now, I would only want a nurse to do that. Jesse says, what happens if you get a boner with the catheter in? Could that mean trouble? Don't know. Jesse says, I was not paying attention until I heard Eric talk about putting something up his ding-dong. But, so my dad had to get a catheter, and there's a couple of, he has to keep it there for a couple of days. So I probably won't get into that. He'd be all embarrassed if I brought it up on the podcast. So, but he's all right, and he will join us in 44 minutes. Send a question along to me, Eric at ericzaneshow.com, if you'd like to participate. If you have a question for my dad on Dear Meathead. All right. Dave Chappelle, thank you to Mike Ball for sending this, was attacked on stage last night. All right, let's get into it. This is why I wanted to make sure that I had the right video up, because if I screwed this up, we wouldn't be able to watch it. He was at the Hollywood Bowl, the famous Hollywood Bowl. And, okay, on this clip, you will notice it's shot from way far away. But right in the middle here of the stage, it's like a shell, the Hollywood Bowl, like a band shell almost. Well, it is a band. It's a big band shell with an amphitheater, surrounded by an amphitheater. He is right there, and you're going to see this guy come up from right here and come running at him and tackle him. So you don't get to see a lot, but then the hordes show up on stage. Security and fans jumped up to beat the fuck out of him. Okay? Let's pick it up. Here we go.
Make some noise for hip-hop.
Why can't I hear anything? Okay. There we go. Sorry.
History.
Back it up.
Make some noise for hip-hop history.
Did you see the guy get up there on stage? Just before he says make some noise from hip-hop history, and then the guy tackles him.
Make some noise for hip-hop history.
Okay, now over here in the corner, they beat the shit out of him badly, and Chappelle picks up the mic.
I am going to kill them. Wait, I gotta see this.
Wait, I gotta see this. Okay. He's fine. So attacked on stage Tuesday night. Dude ran up and tackled him. Police confirmed the incident. And they said, all right, yeah, that's exactly what happened. The male suspect had been armed with a replica gun that could eject a knife blade when discharged correctly. Wait a minute. A replica gun that has a knife on it. That's weird. What? But just bring a fucking gun, I guess, you know? I mean, if you're going to smuggle something in, if you're going to do this, do it right. Just bring a gun or bring a knife. Don't bring a gun that has a knife in it, you asshole. The suspect had been in the audience prior to the attack, jumped on stage, attacked Dave just as he was about to leave the stage. A comedian was performing at the Dave Chappelle and Friends show, which is part of the Netflix's Joke Festival. Security guards hired for the show intervened, pulled the suspect off of him before detaining him, police said. They said the suspect sustained superficial injuries during the altercation, was taken to a hospital. Chappelle not injured. Brianna Sachs, a BuzzFeed news reporter who attended the show, witnessed the altercation, told NBC News she left stunned after the suspect charged and tackled Chappelle. Chappelle continued the show, joking about the altercation, which she said appeared to have left some audience members in shock. We all kind of stood frozen, she said. A little bit more on this. Let's see, where is that? Will be no surprise if I fuck this up too. Here it is. This is from the lady that I just quoted. I'll check that out in a second, John. I don't know what it is right now, but this is outside when they had to get this guy ready to go to the hospital. And she just, and the chick, Brianna Sachs, she says, just came out of the Hollywood Bowl where a man charged and tackled Dave Chappelle on stage and got his ass kicked by at least 10 people. Thank you for whoever sent that. Appreciate that. This is the guy, the crazy guy. He's on the gurney there.
Hey, back up.
They're booing him. Hey, fuck you. Putting him in the back.
Hey, get back. Everyone get back.
Oh, God. Sure enough. Here's some cop. He's probably going to open fire. LAPD. Wow. John says, check out this tweet, Eric. I can't click on it. Oh, yeah, I can. Hang on. They might have fucked up his arm. His arm looks like it's going backwards, doesn't it? Is that what you saw, John? Give me a second. You know me. It's going to take forever to get this right. Yeah, let's check that out.
Pretty good.
Oh. Yes. That is a dislocation. Oh, shit. I like how they didn't even knock it back into place. That's something a doctor has to do. It probably would have been incredibly painful if they did it themselves. Jesus. Well, I don't think he'll do that again. I guess that's just the way it goes. So, congrats. Kenny says you play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Watch this guy sue Dave for the broken arm now. In today's world, I wouldn't be surprised. Happy birthday to Maureen. Belated birthday. Maureen's birthday was Monday, and I did a cameo.
There's a birthday girl in the house. Whoa! Happy birthday to me! Hey, it's my birthday! I love your laugh, Maureen. Happy birthday to you. Wow. You know, we haven't known each other that long, but I feel a little spirit animal vibe between us. You know, I don't know. It's just great. You're awesome. Everyone loves you. I love the dynamic between you and your lovely sister, who actually paid me to indicate that for me to point out that she is a much, much younger sister. She actually said, Maureen is my much, much older sister. Oh, God. Oh, that's brutal. You don't do that. That is dirty pool by by your hag sister Linda. Oh my God, what a thing to do, what a thing to say, what a shithead she is. So anyway,
It's true.
I'm just, I wish you nothing but the best, and I hope you've had a wonderful birthday. And I love that you are part of the audience. You and Linda both are just spectacular. So happy birthday to you. May you have a million more. The world needs more people like the multi-talented Maureen. I don't even know your last name. You're just Maureen Charlie. Hey! Hey, it's my birthday! Okay, happy birthday. Bye-bye.
It should be noted that the streak is over. It had been nearly 2 weeks since I fucked up one of these videos. So, and thanks. It looks like Andrea and Nick both sent me a text saying, ding dong, there's no sound. Maureen Smith at Mo Smith. Happy birthday, Maureen. It's late birthday to Maureen. Kenny just gifted a tier 1 subscription to Maureen for 5 months. Jesus, thank you. That is so sweet of you. What a nice thing to do. You guys are awesome. What a great group. Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm having a lot of fun here. But I am clearly not on the top tier level of my game. There have already been numerous fuck-ups. And, well, I just got to roll with it. Okay? But for you folks that are enjoying the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, it's done. I'm cutting you off. You got to go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live to see the rest of this shit. Okay? That's what you need to do. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Most people get the show when it's live on their phone. So you're probably better off. In fact, I know you're better off. The only way to do this is download the Twitch app. Go to the App Store. Look up Twitch, and then just download it. And then once you get started on that, you're going to look for Eric Zane Live. All one word. There I am. You'll see it live, and then you can resume. The beauty with Twitch is you can dim the screen and then continue on about your day listening to it live, like you're listening to a radio show. I don't think you can pull that off on some of the other platforms, Maybe you can. I don't know shit. What's Ruth? I don't know shit about fuck. So, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, goodbye for now. And we are now, I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now, low now. Beating of my heart is the only sound. Stevie says, I love Ruth so much. She reminds me of you. Ruth reminds me of Stevie. You smile a little too much. I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, a smile is beautiful. Ruth doesn't smile that much. She's always pissed off, barking at people, But what I mean by that is the attitude of her kind of reminds me of you, You kind of have a I don't give a shit attitude. Fuck you, Eric.
Fuck you, Eric. My fucking Pellerino. Hey, honey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, honey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, honey, how you doing?
In English, that is, hey, honey, how are you doing?
Hey, honey, how you doing?
Wow. That is, it's like you said 20 words at once.
Hey, honey, how you doing?
It's a superpower right there. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, hang on.
Eric,
What?
It happened again.
What?
This room is not supposed to smell like my lair.
Yeah, I know.
In fact, it's a million times worse.
Yeah, I know. I'm in it too. I'm with you.
You need to open up that fucking window. You can't take it. I can't take it. And I live for this shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go open the window right now.
All right, hurry up, asshole.
Holy shit! Damn it! I don't know if I can take that. Ugh, so bad. Dear Meathead, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. Okay, this is a perfect example of how life, this next story. One day you can be at the bottom thinking everything is terrible with all these stressors to in an instant at the top. 1 week ago, Kyle, who's working on the basement, not Kyle from Dumpster Divers, and not Kyle the pedophile. Kyle B, who's working on the basement. By the way, he laid down some paint yesterday, some primer on some of the stained surfaces. I continue to marvel that I even entertained the thought, that I even was thinking for any amount of time that I could pull off getting that job done. I feel so bad about that because I barely have time to take out the garbage, give Kevin a bath, take care of myself, exercise, things like that. It's staggering that I even thought that I could pull that off. It's spread so thin. Yes, it will have a cost, but it'll be the best money I've spent. Otherwise, I'd hurt myself. It would look like shit, and I'd end up spending more because after I did it once, I'd have to pay somebody to do it again. If you tell me to do something, I can do that. I can do like basic shit, like hang a picture, rake, mow, and spray Roundup. That's it. When he arrived on the scene, Kyle B, no job, unemployed for 7 months, struggled. I describe this. He's the guy who oversees manufacturing facilities and large operations as a manager. He's done just about everything. And you name the industry, if it has a factory floor with dozens of people working, he's like the guy overseeing that. That's his expertise. Interview after interview, he gets to the point where they see his face, and they go, and he's got like a gray goatee, whatever, and but he doesn't look like he's 62. He looks like he's like 55. Okay, he theorized that they were discriminating him because of his age. He's overqualified. He has all the qualifications. Can't find a job. And bad hand after bad hand. How he lost the job in the first place is a fucking nightmare, too. So 7 months, no job, no insurance. Yeah, come on over. I want to hire you. Okay, great. I explained to him that I probably am going to be able to put him to work for, I'm not kidding you, 6 months. There's so much to do around here. You got to do all these bathrooms. You got to do the basement. You got to do the landscaping. You got to trim trees. You got to do all this shit. I go, and he goes, I wonder if I should start my own business. I only need about 5 good years of earning, and then I'm done. I'm retiring. I go, okay, yeah. I go, well, you've eaten through 6 months with me, so all you got to do is figure out the rest. Come on. How hard can it be, right? He goes, yeah, but we need insurance. I go, yeah, I know. Well, okay. And I told you that story about I got a guy. Makes that call. Frank gets him the insurance. So now he's got insurance. And he's working for me. And he goes to a job interview. And I said to him, I go, shave your face. Why? I go, because it's white. Shave your face and shave your head bald so that there's no stubble to reveal white hair. You are being discriminated against because of gray. You walk in the door, they see it on your face. Old fuck. Obviously, plenty of workmanship left in the tank to be a manager, but you're old. You look old when you have that white shit on your face. I go, you have a young-looking face. You're lean. You don't look 62 when you don't have any gray on your face. And he was okay. Yesterday, he got a call from the people that he interviewed with after he shaved his face, and they want to hire him. So just like that, at the bottom, now back on top. In a moment's notice. So now, he's like, well, I don't know what to do now. I go, what do you mean you don't know what to do? He goes, I don't know if I should take the job or do this. I go, oh, poor you. I go, do it all. Who gives a shit? Now you can cut loose because if they offer him the job, he cannot have that insurance anymore. So you keep the insurance until the one kicks in. I go, then you don't have the cost of the insurance anymore. Did you know that you can't just go and buy medical coverage through Obamacare if it's being offered through your work? You'll get in trouble. You can't do that. So now he's got the job. Well, he's deciding on the job. He goes, I got a tough thing. I'm either going to take the job or do this for the rest of my life. I go, really? Why don't you just do both? You know, I mean, who cares? Yeah, well, then I can only do this part-time. I go, yeah, but you're also earning a guaranteed amount of money. There's no stress with that. I mean, if you have the option to do both, do both. So in a week, bottom to the top. That's awesome. This show, as I've said to you 1 billion times on Twitch, brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Thank you to them. They also sponsor my Facebook page. Dear Meathead, brought to you by JM Synthetics, online at jmsynthetics.com. Let's bring him in here right now.
Good morning.
Dad.
How you doing, Hi?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Oh, man. Yeah. Hey, we finally got some sun, you know?
Yeah. We don't have it.
You know, it looks, you don't.
No. Not yet. There's a little light, but that's no sun.
Well, hey, it's coming. I'm sending it your way.
Please do. Oh, boy. You heard from your brother yet?
Who, Jim?
Yeah.
Why? What's
Marty, it's gotta go.
Well, there's more than... there's Jim, and there's Mike, and there's Paul.
Oh.
You know?
And Norman.
And poor Norman. He always gets forgotten, you know?
And I know it.
I know. We got to have like a party. Just call it the Norman party. Because, you know what I mean? Because it always seems like he gets the short end of the stick.
I know he does. You know what? I hardly see him or talk to him once in a... He manage to talk. He calls every day.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Did you just say I never talk to him and then you talk to him every day?
No, it came to me, you know. You know.
Hey.
I think I'm pretty much it. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to detail it.
Hey, yeah. Well, you know, I mean, either way, it's that was. I just want to let you know that whole exchange was absolutely brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You know.
You hear it, man? Listen.
Yeah.
I can help.
No, you're good. She. You know what she loves? She loves how silly you are. You are very entertaining. You realize that?
Oh my God.
Holy moly!
I wish they pay me.
Yeah.
with entertainment.
Well, Dad, we love having you, and I have a number of questions that I'd like to run up your flagpole.
All right, bring it on.
First of all, I have a question for you. I have a bird's nest, a robin's nest with 5 babies in it, and it's on top of the sprinkler control box. So I can't.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I can't like do anything. I can't turn the sprinklers on because it'll disturb the nest. So what do you think?
Oh boy, you can't pick it up and put it somewhere else.
No, the mom will go bananas, and I don't want to risk anything bad happening to the babies.
Well, do you have to have that sprinkler turn on or something?
I think I'm going to hold off. I think what I'm going to do is...
Yeah, they'll take off eventually.
Yeah, I think they're getting... I was reading up that it takes a couple of weeks after they hatch to leave the nest. You know?
Yeah. I hate to see anything disturbing it.
Right on.
It's just like figure a woman, somebody takes her kids away from her, you know?
Oh, yeah. I don't even... I mean, now that they're...
I know you're going to baby that thing like a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been shooting video of them and sending them to Mike and Liz as these little buggers grow.
That's nice, honey.
You know, I love those types of things.
I know. You go around in the streets, find dogs, and bring them home.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, who wouldn't? I'm going to bring one home to you.
No, you don't. No, that's a bad.
That would be.
Gesture.
You know, yeah.
I remember the first dog that you had. Holy cow.
Yep. Hey, I found some old pictures in the basement of that dog. I remember a dog named Cindy.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah.
And I got some pictures from up north that I want to share with you.
That'd be great.
And in the pictures, we don't even have the trailer. It's just a pile. You had just
in a camper.
Yeah, it was the pop-up, and I wasn't. I was just an infant, or maybe I wasn't even born then. I don't know. But I've got some pictures of the property, and it's all like it looks like you had just gone through and removed all the stumps.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess that's about all we did at the earliest stage.
Yeah, and so it looks way different, but I gotta show you that.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. That's a lot of years back.
Yeah, we're talking like the late 1960s or something like that.
Holy cow!
Right on. Yeah.
I probably wasn't even born, huh?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So, all right, Dad, did you hear the story that was a big news story about abortion? Did you hear that story about abortion?
Yes.
That is huge news. What are your thoughts on that? Because if it goes the way I think it's going to go by the end of the month, it will be illegal, a felony crime in Michigan, if you get an abortion or you give an abortion.
Well, I really did not pay a whole lot of attention to this issue for all the years that this has been happening.
Okay.
But I could not understand that. The one thing that I could not understand, how is it that there's so many abortions? I mean, abortion to me is like killing a brand new child.
Yeah, well, that's what a lot of people say. Yeah. So now I don't know if people are necessarily like doing it for fun. I think I think the big issue is for people who like they're like, oh boy, I wasn't ready for a child. I think for a lot of critics say, you know, too bad. If you get pregnant, you got to have that baby. And you gotta take care of it, you know. But
I believe that.
So there's that, and then there's the element of sometimes there's like a sexual assault that takes place, or in some cases like incest. In some cases, the mother, her health and her life might be threatened by a pregnancy. You know.
I can understand that.
Right. So can I. I feel the same way. I feel like in all those examples that should be that's an exception, you know?
The thing that I question on that department, that area, Well, why can't a person have a child and give the child out to someone that really needs a child
Right.
instead of abortion?
And that is that would be a beautiful thing, in my opinion. I think that's the way it
There's
should
so
be.
many people out there who love to have children.
Oh my God! Yeah, instead of just doing away with it, I mean that sounds
You
horrible.
can't. That to me is a criminal.
All right, so that might become a reality very soon here, and so people are out in the streets protesting, they're screaming and yelling. You know, hey, I should be able to do what I want with my body. So that's kind of like it was. And then did you hear how the news got out? Somebody leaked all that information. They weren't supposed to do that.
Well, hey, this is a different era. You go back 40 years ago, life was totally different. I mean, people cared for people. Not that people don't care for people in here, but a lot of people that are into their own mentality. They do what they want to do. They think that's right, and the right thing is not right to them. So I don't know.
Yeah. So maybe
I try
like
to close my eyes to this whole shenanigan.
maybe like a little more selfish these days, huh?
Really?
Okay. Jason has a question. He says, "Good morning, Meathead."
Good morning.
He says, "I love hearing your voice and Joanne's beautiful laughter. Thank you for thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. You are so smart, caring, and calm." And then he says,
"Thank you so much."
He says, "Why is Eric such an ass?"
I don't think Eric is an ass. Eric is, you don't know, inside of him is nothing but kindness and love. I am so proud of him. It's fantastic.
Wow.
No, you chose the wrong analogy to describe him.
I think he's just being silly.
I'm sure he's having fun with it.
You know how it is with these folks. They always want to knock you down.
Yeah, well, they're having fun with you too, I think.
Of course.
They really don't mean to hurt you.
Of course.
You got nice people out there.
Jason also says, and this is kind of weird, he says, "I have a very strange friend that leaves me speechless on this next subject. Each day when he gets home from work, he wipes out his belly button lint and sets it on top of a cabinet in his dining room." Now,
Weird.
I didn't know you could take it out. I don't think I've never really had that problem. He says everyone can see it. Strange little groupings of body hair and lint. This is terribly gross. Every so often, he collects it and puts it in a jar in his bedroom. Should I just ignore this strange habit? Thank you. I think he must be talking about like his wife or his lover or his boyfriend or something like that. I don't know.
I'm surprised that he got lint in his belly button because I'm way up there in the years. And I once in a while get to look at my belly button. I don't know what the reason for. I never see any sign of lint.
What does he mean by lint? That is strange. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
He better change his clothing.
Yeah.
Really?
So yeah, he's getting like little pieces of fabric in there.
I don't get it.
That's strange.
I mean, that clothing goes in the wash and washed off. All the fuzz and all that will be coming out of it.
Uh-huh. Yep, I hear you.
How is he getting more fuzz in there that goes in his belly button?
It's a mystery, Dad. One that I think you should explore.
Well, I have a choice of giving him an idea. Get a nice sized piece of Scotch tape and put it over your belly button hole.
Okay. That would I like it. That would keep the lint out.
I'm telling you, hey, every day, pick it up, throw it away, put a new piece in there.
All right. Now, would they ball up the Scotch tape and stick it in there, or just put it over
No, they got pretty resilient glue.
Wait, are you saying glue it or just put tape over it?
Well, the tape that sticks.
Okay.
I said that other thing kind of loosely.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, it was just a misspeak.
Just put it on there and cover it, And you know what? I'm going to start checking my belly button.
Yeah, I think you should. Make sure you wash your hands after, though.
I know there is nothing in there.
Yeah. Adam writes, Meathead. When I am leaving a visit with someone, I like to say, be gentle. He says, do you have something besides goodbye that you like to say when you are leaving? Like you're getting ready to walk out the door.
I'm thinking, but it doesn't make sense. When he's leaving, he says, be gentle.
Yeah, so I guess he's saying like, I don't know, is that a way?
I say, God bless you.
Maybe that's a way of saying be kind or I'm not sure. That sounds like something you would say like in a different scenario, not one where you're saying goodbye.
No, I would say peace. I would, but be gentle. It don't make sense.
I remember when I was a kid and you started to say ciao.
Ciao?
Ciao. Hey, ciao. You were like, you'd say goodbye and then you go ciao.
Yeah, I remember that. Where did I learn that?
I don't know, but I remember when you started saying it and I was like, ciao.
She says, I learned that in Paris.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know how she got that.
I just remember I was like, it was about the time, like when you and Ma split up, Mom was always talking about, she was always talking, she was so upset. She was constantly trying to say bad things about you, which,
sure.
I would never pay attention to it. But you started saying ciao right about then. And she was like, see, he's completely changed. He says ciao.
Oh,
but,
I'm so sorry about that.
Hey, you know what? I had enough sense. Yeah, I was only 8 years old. And I was like, that doesn't sound like he's mean. I'm not picking up what you're trying to lay down. You know what I mean? I mean, God bless her. I don't want to talk bad about her because she passed, but she was always, oh my God. And I was like, Ma, I don't know if I believe that. And she would just make BS up. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I would just not pay attention. And so, yeah.
I want to touch something on this with you. My departure was the most painful thing for me.
Oh, I know that.
And do you remember sitting on a counter?
I do.
Picked you up and put you on a counter.
I do. It was one of the most touching thing. It was difficult, but it got through to me. It had an impact.
See, a situation like ours, nobody ever realized it. They thought, well, I just went for something else nicer out there. That was not the case at all.
No.
It was the most painful thing in the world.
I believe that, and I remember being I didn't like it, but I was at ease with it. I was like, well, I guess that's it.
You just cried. You cried.
But that's a sad memory. It's been great. We've had wonderful years.
Yes.
We've had wonderful years. And look at you now, you two. Oh my God. You're like, everybody loves you. You're power couple.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. You're such a gem. Oh, God.
Okay. Well, I love you. I got nothing more. You are the best. You guys are awesome. And, okay, I think that's going to do it. It's kind of a short one today, but
Stay healthy. Keep your family healthy. Love them dearly. And hopefully we'll see you, I don't want to say next week. I hope I could see you today.
Yeah, if we're lucky. If we're lucky.
That's the way life is.
Yeah, Dad.
You travel around.
Okay, Dad. I love you guys.
I love you too. Say hello to your sweetheart.
And just remember, you never talk to Norman. You talk to him every day.
Well, not lately. He's so busy, But I do talk to him quite often.
Okay.
And when I talk to him, all he does is talks about his business.
I know it. Well, then you just got to...
Really? He has a lot of work to do.
You know what you do? You get yourself excited for the conversation and just inundate him with questions about him. Ask him like, what color are your shoes? And what's your favorite day of the week? Just drive him crazy with questions.
Oh, he's busy. He's a busy guy.
All right, I love you.
I love you too, honey.
Okay, see you guys.
Hello, you're a sweetheart.
You know it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So on my end, when I started getting the show ready today, I noticed like little glitchy poos and things in there, and it's like, wait, what's up? What's up with that? It's a little weird. And then finally, it just went kablamo. So there, yeah. I went ahead and shut it all down, and then restarted it. Nothing. Okay. Went downstairs, reset the modem, and then got my dad on the phone. Recorded Dear Meathead. You won't get that today on this, but you'll get it on the audio podcast. Talked to him for 20. It was fun. It was awesome. Particularly high point moment early on in it. You'll have to go back and listen to it. And yeah, now we're back. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So I only have 28 minutes here with you, and I've got to run through like 10 sponsors. But that's the way it goes. So let me get a few of these out of the way, if you don't mind, and then I can get back to business as usual. A&E Heating and Cooling. In fact, let me read you this email. A&E Heating and Cooling that I got from, what's that dude's name? Shane. Zane. I have A&E Heating and Cooling stopping out May 10th for an AC tune-up. After listening to today's podcast and hearing how handsome they are, I plan on asking my wife to lock herself in the home office. I'm just hopeful that my dog doesn't fall in love and want to go home with them. I really love that dog. I also have Bennett Flooring stopping out Thursday. Tomorrow. Please tell me they are not as equally handsome. Signed, Shane. First of all, Shane, thank you so much for engaging the sponsors. That is how this podcast stays afloat. Next, you may be safe with Bennett, unless, of course, your better half likes the bearded look. There's a little bit of that going on. They kind of look like people who may have tried to overthrow the government. When it comes to Bennett, Joe Martinez is the Latino lover, who makes ovaries pop. His son-in-law, David, is also a heartthrob with that half-Asian look, going on. I don't want to bust Jason's balls, but he looks a little ghoulish, but some people are into that. Please don't tell him I said that, and then I talk about it on the podcast. Jason, I'm just kidding. A&E Heating and Cooling, $79 for the AC tune-up. Speaking of Bennett, 616-318-0167. Jacob's coming out Saturday to measure the floor downstairs. He's going to install that. You can get that too. It's the lowest price you can possibly get to have flooring professionally installed. If you do it the way I do it, you're ripping out the old flooring first, which is what I did. That's what I'm capable of doing. Things like demolition. Rip this shit out and take it upstairs and throw it away. You think you can handle that? Yeah. By the way, the window's open, so the hallelujahs are hearing this, and that means I got to close it. That's where my trouble started last time when the dog farted. Hang on. Mary, you take care of these people. Okay, quick word for drizzly.com, DRIZLY.com. Okay, you're at a party. Everybody's having a great time. No one wants to leave to go make a beer run, a wine run, a liquor run, whatever it may be. You're all having too much fun flirting with each other around the fire, having a good time. Okay, let's go to drizzly.com, pick out what we want, and before you know it, some dude is dropping it off. Oh my gosh. Why did it take so long for something as amazing as this to become available? You can also go to the Drizzly app or drizzly.com, DRIZLY.com, and send a gift to someone. That's awesome, too. Drizzly, the most convenient way to buy beer, wine, and spirits with delivery to your doorstep in under 60 minutes. It's the #1 app for alcohol delivery. That's DRIZLY.com. Drizzly's giving every new customer $5 off their first order. Just use the promo code FAST5, FAST, the number 5, at checkout. Convenience of home delivery in under 60 minutes. Get it when you need it. It's a great gift as well. Drizzly.com, DRIZLY.com. Fast 5 at checkout to save $5. I tell you, it's going to be a bitch to edit this thing with all these gaps. Normally, I just hit upload and it's done. But this is going to require some real effort, which I don't like effort. I vote no on effort. Bennett Flooring Installation, 616-318-0167 if you are in West Michigan, or BennettFlooringInstallation.com. Dumpster divers, you can reach out, dumpsterdiversllc.com, and basically book a dumpster, 10, 20, and 30-yard dumpsters. Oh, my God. The lowest price you can get for a dumpster. They price their weight limits lower. The weight limits on their dumpsters are lower than anyone else in the entire industry, okay? Especially in West Michigan, which is all we care about. And so that's where you need to go if you're getting a dumpster. Maybe you're decluttering. Maybe you got a bunch of shit in your garage because you're redoing your basement, whatever it may be. 616-375-9962 for dumpster divers. Is that going to do it? Is that enough? 1, 2. It's going to have to be. Because I want to chat about this election. It was an election yesterday. It was election day. I don't know if that's the case all around, but there was some local races. Now, where I live, the state district 74 is one of the largest in the entire state of Michigan. There's 9.5 million people live in the state. And the 74th district is one of the largest. Outside of Detroit, it is the largest. That's Kent County. So if you're in Kent County, basically for the past 30 years, Republicans win this. This is a very Republican neck of the woods, if you will, which is fine. Whatever. I don't have any problem with any of this shit. What I have a problem with is the guy running for the Republican nomination is Robert Reagan. Reagan or Regan. I don't know. Now, I don't like him. He seems like kind of a douchebag. I already, he's been banging this drum about the election was stolen for the longest time and cheating and the fix was in. And if you believe all that nonsense, that's whatever. Then you believe that nonsense. Well, he believes that, and he's been perpetuating that, which has been proven time and time again that that's not true. But that's what he's been running on. He's been banging that drum. I don't want to work. I just want to bang on my drum all day. Recently, he's gotten into trouble. Let's see. What are some of the things that he's gotten in trouble for? I'm going to play one of the things that he's gotten in trouble for, but his stance on the ongoing invasion of Ukraine. He said it's Ukraine's fault. He said Ukraine is to blame for what is happening in their country. Okay? What? Then all the nonsense about about the election fraud, which doesn't exist. And then there was this spectacularly horrible moment that took place when he was on some type of like Zoom or something like that with a bunch of other Republicans having like a roundtable discussion on a Zoom. Now, I played this for you, but this is what got him in trouble.
We're a year after the election. We're a year after, guys. It's too late. It's too late. Sorry. We lost.
See, I had that same attitude as a parent of three daughters.
Election integrity bill.
You should have fought already. You should have fought already.
All of us are talking at the same time.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, so that Amber there, she's like, it's too late. We lost. Whatever. And then Robert Reagan says this. He thinks about it and he says this.
Three daughters, and I tell my daughters, well, if rape is inevitable, you should just lie back and enjoy it. So that's not how we roll. That's not how I won this election. We go right at it. And so, you know, what we did, we're Goliath right now. We had David and Goliath. We knocked Goliath down with the stone. But you all know, as good Bible people, how.
In one breath, like I tell my daughters, accept your rape. Next breath, we are good Bible people. What?
We're talking at the same time.
Exactly. You know, having three daughters, and I tell my daughters, well, if rape is inevitable, you should just lie back and enjoy it. So that's not how we roll. That's not how I won this election. We go right at it. And so, you know, what we did, we're Goliath right now. We had David and Goliath. We knocked Goliath down with the stone. But you all know, as good Bible people, how did David kill Goliath?
Who gives a fuck?
It wasn't the stone. Once Goliath was knocked down, Goliath's sword and cut off his head. So
okay,
what we do is we keep moving forward. We won the election.
This is a very violent man, it sounds like.
We got the motivation, and we're pushing forward, and we do want to
You got a call from the Tigers saying, please take that hat off.
Certify this election, and we do want it returned to the rightful owner. Just like if somebody stole your car or stole your jewelry, they don't keep it. It goes back to the rightful owner. So you decertify and you give it to the rightful owner. That's Donald Trump. And that's what I'm pushing for. And we're going full bore on that. And that's what we're going to take into the general election here May 3rd. And that's what we're going to take into the primary again in August. And the grassroots people, the parents in particular, people are fed up and frustrated with this business as usual. Well, there's nothing we can do about it.
Well, he lost. This seat has not been held by a Democrat for 30 years. I believe his name was Wayne Huizenga, who gave up this seat, okay, which meant that it's up to to an election to determine. I'm sorry, Mark Huizenga from Walker. He left that seat open. He vacated the seat after winning the November 3rd, 2021 special election to fill a vacancy in the state Senate. So this representative position is open. Again, this asshole fucked it all up, okay? It's always been Republicans in that spot. And that comment really fucked shit up because he loses. The winner, a Democrat, which I can't tell you, that's remarkable. I mean, this is a Republican stronghold that I'm surrounded by. And for this guy to fuck it up is, you really got to fuck it up. He has been successful in ruining it. And a lot of people are saying that part of the reason why this happened is because of that statement. And first time in nearly 3 decades, a Democrat, this chick who's kind of a babe, not going to lie to you, she is kind of a looker. She won. No one expected this. It's a massive upset. Her name is Carol Glanville. You heard Reagan talking about it, the May 3rd election. He thought he was going to skate through that, but she pulled in 7,288 of only 14,102 votes cast. So if you live in Kent County in the 74th district and you did not vote, this, I don't know if it would have mattered, but because she kind of won by a pretty significant margin, that's still terrible. 74th district voting population. Voting population. Hold on. Curious how many people are actually eligible to vote in that county. Boy, I don't know. It's hard to say. Because it says population 95,151 in that district. But I guess that would mean voting population. Maybe. If that's the case, that's a horrible showing. That's why you get out and vote. You can't take that shit for granted. Well, she won the damn thing. 7,288, which is unheard of. West Michigan values of integrity, decency, and care for the common good won tonight. Our campaign has truly been inspired by the outpouring of support. I did not think she was going to win this. Received from all walks of life and political beliefs. The people of the 74th District have spoken, and I hear you. We are united in fundamental ways, and I will take our values and concerns to the Capitol to effect positive change for the people of Michigan. Thank you. And let's get to work. The partial term for the vacant 74th District seat soon held by Glanville then ends January 1, 2023. So she has to do it all again. So she only has a short amount of time on this term. Robert Reagan took in 5,697 votes. She took in over 51%. He took just over 40% of the vote. And then a write-in, another Republican, Mike Milanowski, he got 1,117 votes. That might have been, that's kind of like the difference right there, or pretty damn close to the difference, because if a write-in Republican, she still would have won. If every one of those write-in votes went to Reagan, she still would have won. He would have only had 6,814, but still. I don't think this asshole did himself any favors. Republicans were favored to take the district as they've held the seat since 93. However, the primary winner, Reagan, drew controversy and national attention in March after drawing a comparison between accepting the 2020 presidential election with enjoying unavoidable rape. Oh, whenever he looks back on this, God dang it. You know, you ever like go back and like cringe at something you said? Like, for example, the whole Dean thing the other day. I look back and I was like, could have done that a little differently. I don't know. I don't think that was, it's probably not going to help me in any way, you know? Whatever if he felt that way, you know? Reagan said he believes the election was stolen from former President Donald Trump, so he's one of those wackos. Reagan previously told the Grand Rapids Press that the rape analogy was meant to highlight the need. It was meant to highlight the need to fight back in a seemingly inevitable situation. That's bullshit. If you say, I tell my daughters to enjoy their rape, which is what you said, and then switch it up and say, no. I meant to highlight the need to fight back. That's not what you said, you asshole. You see, people need to learn to say, yeah, I'm an idiot. That was a horrible thing to say. I cannot believe I said it. What an asshole I am. If you don't do that, you're fucked. Those comments, as well as the stance on the ongoing Russian invasion of Ukraine, drew condemnation across party line. He said Ukraine is to blame, as Ukraine shares blame, and that he's not ready to condemn Russia for the invasion. Milanowski, the write-in, said Reagan's comments were a large part of why he decided to run, as he couldn't support Reagan or the eventual winner, Glanville. Let's see. Because of the redistricting, that's boring shit. All three candidates are running in the August primary for the new 84th State House District. The new 84th State House District includes Grand Rapids, West Side, and the northern port of So they redrew it. One of those redrawing of the map type of deals, which I feel like I'm beyond my level of expertise in this conversation with that. I'm just glad that the guy who said, I tell my daughters to enjoy rape, is no longer winning, is out. Okay? Kyle says, I like these idiots. They will be the reason why the GOP loses in 2024. What do you guys think of that? Kyle. He's waving that Democratic flag. As of October 2020, Kent County had 498,832 registered voters. Yes, but I'm looking at the 74th district, which is part of Kent County, not like all of it. Cole says, does he believe the election was stolen from him? Probably. Kenny says, pro-rape, you lose. John Jamingo says, so people in Kent County can't or don't understand English. Not sure what he means by that. Don't want to put words in his mouth. Not sure what he means by that. And then he insults Kenny and calls him pro-stupid. Why is Kenny stupid? Kenny said, pro-rape, you lose. I would argue that did happen. If he did seem to, I mean, Kenny's not talking out of school here. That's what the guy said. So I'm not sure why Kenny's an idiot. John is fucking, I think he's one of the people that, I think John, there's a picture of John somewhere carrying Nancy Pelosi's desk set, or maybe the chamber podium outside of the Capitol. I think that picture may exist. By the way, tonight on Twitch, twitch.tv/BoomerBunker, it's like stupid Hannity and Combs will be going on. All right? If you want to see it, I believe this catastrophe starts at 9 p.m. Not 100% sure on that. Maybe 8, maybe 9. I don't know. But Gizmongo is getting his show ready. I don't know. He may even discuss this story on his shit show with Boomer Bob. But I just love that this babe is now calling the shots here in beautiful West Michigan. Not my district, but Carol Glanville is my new best friend. Congratulations to her. Let's all get together and agree that we should all vote Democrat. Straight ticket. Let's try something different for this election cycle. I suggest we all vote blue just once and see what happens. Who's with me? All right. I'm still going to wrap the show up at 10 o'clock. This has been kind of like a weirdo type of show. I'll get to a number of the stories that I wanted to get to. on the Patreon bonus podcast. But I am officially back on track here. Thank you to Frank Fuss. If he heard me talking the way I'm talking, Frank would be just furious with me. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you, Frank. I just call it as I see it. Buyinsurancehere.com. I don't want you to get mixed up here. Let's focus here. If you are in need of health insurance and you don't have a job, or you are self-employed and you're like, well, I can't get it because I don't work for the man. I work for myself. What are you doing? Call upon healthcare.gov. But before you do that, reach out to Frank and he will help you every step of the way. The enrollment period is over, but there is a special enrollment period right now, and you more than likely qualify. You need to reach out to Frank to see if that is the case. Just like my pal Kyle I was telling you about, Kyle B., who's working downstairs. He now has insurance, thanks to Frank Fuss. Just like that. And he said, and not only is it insurance, but it's the best insurance I've ever had. They don't fuck around, man. They want you covered. Blue Wave! Blue Wave! If you don't have insurance, Frank will figure out if you qualify for the special enrollment period. Reach out to him yesterday, 616-914-4070. Say I sent you and get going. Frank's services don't cost you a dime. Buyinsurancehere.com. Berlin Raceway, Mother's Day race this weekend. All moms get in free. If you go to berlinraceway.com, you can get tickets for the Mother's Day race. $12 a pop. Bring in your cooler if it's 12 by 18 or smaller. Pack your snacks. Bring your soft drinks. Do not bring glass. Do not bring any beer or booze or anything like that. You can get beer, maybe booze, I don't know. But you got to buy it there. But I love the fact that they still allow you to bring your food in. It is so amazingly affordably priced at Berlin Raceway. Pack it because it's going to be great. Sorry about the weather. We've off to a slow start at Berlin this year because 2 out of the 3 weekends have been we've been screwed by the weather. Had the one good one where there was 10,000 plus there. I expect there to be a fantastic crowd there this weekend. BerlinRaceway.com. Mario's got mortgages for you. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505. You need a mortgage, you call Mario. We've got a paintball event coming up on June 26th, Paintball War 19. The Summer Slaughter. That's Sunday, 5 p.m., outdoors. June 26th. Me, you, Rick, everybody needs somebody. TCPaintballGR.com. Book a party there this weekend. Saturday, you're going to need to make a reservation. Otherwise, you're just dropping in. Today's Wednesday. That's Little League Day. 5 p.m. start for that. Tomorrow is Ladies' Day. And off you go. I've got more sponsors. I'm going to run a little late today. I'm going to go a little later than 10. I have to. Because I can't just rattle off all these sponsors and then just say, smell you later. I've got an update on the burnt kid that the bully threw the fireball at him. Fireball. I'll be seeing Kent drop the E at a U in the next few days. Picking up the flooring for the basement at Johnson Carpet One Floor and Home Discount Outlet. You must go there in Granville, Michigan. They are along Chicago Drive right behind the Little Caesars. Thank you very much. On the north side of the street, ugly-ass building, tan, boxy, makes the Deltaplex look like the Taj Mahal. Like a 1-foot sign that says, a red sign that says Johnson's Carpet One. Go in there, talk to Kent, drop the E out of you. Bring a vehicle to get the flooring home. Buy it at a remarkably reduced rate because they buy so much of it and store it there. Mention my name. Save 10%. Shit, yeah. Johnson's Carpet One Floor and Home Discount Outlet. Stevie, with me saying fireball, she's reminded that I should say fireball with my Jessica voice. Uh-oh. There's a war going on now. Bob says, what about single dads identifying as a mom? Kenny says, Boomer Bob, I've been a single dad. Hey, mate, I've been a single dad for a lot of my adult life, and I've never once considered myself a mom. Others would message me on Mother's Day and tell me I was doing a good job as a single dad. However, I don't think that's a war. I think that's just a discussion. I don't know why I thought it was a war. Probably because I saw a lot of text after Kenny's name. That's not a war at all. Bob would never pick a fight with anyone. I don't get the vibe I'm getting from Bob is a chill dude, you know? Very mellow man. Unlike his dick-faced counterpart, Gizmongo. God. Stevie says Kenny has been behaving for months now. Yeah, I know. He's a joy, an absolute joy. If Kenny was directing a number of words at John, however, it probably would be aggressive because John, and he'd deserve it too. John's kind of a dick bag, and he'd admit that. But that happens when you turn 60. If you turn 60, you immediately, have that whole curmudgeon, yeah, but that's what I think. So, hey, yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, fuck that shit. I hate black people. So, okay, Boomer Bunker today, Bob will be all uncomfortable as John busts out racist slurs. Kenny indicates John said that guy did not say to his daughters to enjoy rape. So something is wrong with John's hearing. Well, that's funny you mentioned that. Let's go back, Kenny, you and I, and listen to exactly this guy's words to see if maybe you and I are wrong. Kenny says, John said that guy did not say to his daughters to enjoy rape. Okay. Do we perhaps have some selective hearing here? I don't know. John, I want you to pay attention if you're still here. You may not be still here if there is a cookie jar near where you podcast. So
tell my daughters, well, if rape is enough, having 3 daughters, and I tell my daughters, well,
having 3 daughters, as I tell my daughters.
Having 3 daughters, and I tell my daughters.
Having 3 daughters, and I tell my daughters.
Having 3 daughters, and I tell my daughters, well, if rape is inevitable, you should just lie back and enjoy it.
And I tell my daughters, if rape is inevitable, you should lie back and enjoy it. Now, maybe I missed that. Maybe.
Having 3 daughters, and I tell my daughters, well, if rape is inevitable, you should just lie back and enjoy it.
I don't know. That's weird. I don't know, John. I don't know, guy. It sounds to me like he said, if rape is inevitable, like I tell my daughters, if rape is inevitable, I tell my daughters to lie back and enjoy it. Very strange. Bob says that if you focus on Amber's face here, it pretty much says, and Amber's kind of hot too. I've been talking about a lot of hot people lately. Yesterday, Anderson Cooper. Earlier in the show, Carol Glanville, is that her name? Yeah. And this Amber here. She's kind of hot.
daughters, and I tell my daughters, well, if rape is inevitable, you should just lie back and enjoy it. So that's not how we roll. That's not how I won this election. We go right at it.
We're good Bible people. The fact that he followed it up with, we are good Bible people. Oh, no. Do good Bible people tell their daughters to enjoy rape? You fucking loser. What if this guy's got a phone number? I'd like to call him up. Robert Reagan. Michigan. Did you already take down his damn... hang on a second. I can pop my neck. Oh, God. Oh, that was crunchy. Robert Reagan. Oh, what? How the fuck do I find this guy? I don't know. Maybe I'll save it for the Patreon. I don't have time for it right now. No, that's not him either. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I might have another one in here. Oh, no. Yikes. I could feel the bones grinding in my neck. And they're like, hey, you gotta get some of the juice out of there. All right. Have you ever wondered what it would look like to see a bunch of people as old or older than my dad in a 100-yard sprint? Well, that happened. The Penn Relays happens every year. These old guys are going to race. Now, there's two storylines here. This dude right here, that is Lester Wright. Lester is trying to set a record for fastest by the oldest. He's 100 years old, Lester is. This dude here is, I think, 84. He's going to win, and he actually crushes it, okay? Some of these fuckers have no business even getting out of bed. Like this guy on the end here with the titties, he's pretty bad. And then Lester here is also slow, but Lester actually is in really good shape. And again, 100 years old. So I think, so he's trying to set this record. Let's take a look.
Who do you got here? Will those 8 years make a difference in the 100 meters? 92 versus 100?
I mean, one is wearing a singlet and the other is wearing a t-shirt. I don't want to talk about kids. Look.
Okay. So he's talking about this guy in the end who's 92, and he's looking to his left. Okay, you can see him, the 92-year-old. He's looking at the 100-year-old, and he's like, I don't remember there being any blacks here. But I don't think he said blacks. By the way, this 100-year-old dude, he fought in World War II.
Look good, feel good, though. It sure seems like...
And like all the other old guys are giving the 100-year-old guy... big round of applause. Lester Wright.
100-year-old athlete, Mr. Wright, is taking this thing seriously.
The crowd is going nuts for him. They just announced his age in the crowd. I don't think anyone else can have their age announced and a wild crowd of 10,000 people just cheer for it. This is going to be exciting. Keep all eyes on lane 8, getting in the blocks.
Okay, so you can already see who has potential to win here. These two guys here are getting in the blocks. The other ones cannot do it. This guy looks, hey, I'm ready. Lester is able to get down into the blocks, but the rest of them are like, fuck that. Here we go.
And all.
I want Benny Hill music here for this.
You don't do no standing start. So we got Gilbert, Cordish, Bush, Durkin, Williamson, Ocker, Jones, Wright Sr., and Gertzlinger out there in lane 9. Again, on the left side of your screen is Lester Wright, the 100-year-old man. There they are off.
Let's go.
And we see coming out hot, though, who is that in lane 5? That is Bob Williamson, 84 years old, young, going to take the victory.
Oker closing well in there in lane 6.
He's going to win it, but let's put all the eyes there on lane 8.
There's a lot of things we got to watch here. First of all, Bob Williamson kicks ass. I mean, I don't think I could beat this guy. He's 84. And well, no, I could probably beat him, but still, he looks great. I mean, if you're thinking 84 years old, I would love to get the NFK in this. I mean, that would be spectacular.
Out there in lane 9. Again, on the left side.
So he crushes it.
Is Lester Wright, the 100-year-old man. There they are.
Now let's watch Lester, and the guy next to him is 92. Now, Lester finished second to last, and he's trying to beat a record again, fastest by the oldest.
Let's go.
And we see coming out hot, though, who is that?
Yeah, look at his knees are up and everything, the old guy. But here's Lester.
84 years old, young.
Bob's crushing it.
Oker closing well in there in lane 6.
He's going to win it, but let's put all of our eyes there on lane 8 as Lester Wright is coming down hard in lane 8.
Look at Lester.
Look at
now this dude next to him, he is going to die. Look at this.
his arm swing. He's moving. He is cruising. The man from Shore Athletic Club, 100 years young, takes the...
By the way, he's from Long Branch. Long Branch, New Jersey.
Fans on their feet for Mr. Wright. Getting some congratulations there from the rest of the crew.
Look at the 84-year-old, man. That guy's going to get so much puss.
True. You're going to see he wasn't last in...
One dude, man. Holy shit.
Lester Wright, senior of Shore AC, goes 26-34. Getting some bumps. He threw the braids in this morning. He had a singlet, had the half tights. I'm down with that.
He set a record for the fastest and the oldest. I've got this race from another view here. Look at the dude on the end. He's like, why am I here? This is fucking terrible. Oh, no. Oh, no. Holy fuck. I'm worried about the guy on the end here. This guy's a big pile of bones. Look at how shitty he is. I think that's elder abuse to bring this guy out here. He's clearly has no business. He should be rotting in a bed somewhere.
I really enjoy it. It's something that I...
Okay, now it's an interview with Lester. He needs to say, where the white bitches?
What I would do. And when I
I'm really pissed off on the audio here because the fucking loudspeaker's going off.
came here, I was a little bit nervous. And as I saw the crowd...
Can you imagine if he's like, yeah, white bitches and kill Whitey. Fuck y'all, I'm out.
Okay, I just fell right in with it.
Yeah, I didn't understand one word he said. This is his wife. Oh, that's his granddaughter. Totally kidding.
My husband and I use Express Script.
The comment, what was the, saw someone wrote a comment about now they need to do it with the scooters. That's funny. Get them all in scooters. There's a rabbit on the track next to them holding their 401k checks. Kenny writes, quote, I was told my great-grandchildren would finally come visit me in the home if I did this today. So that's going to be me. Congratulations, Lester. A little bit more on Lester. Who honestly, I'm just busting his balls. I think it's awesome. Some folks in the audience are still a little tender, and are probably mad at me for making jokes about this, but it's okay. It's going to be all right. What his quote was, it was pretty nice to be able to do this at age 100. Absolutely. The fact that he is so upright, if you look at it, he is standing tall and obviously very lean, but he's not like emaciated. He's not like Bergen-Belsen prison camp. All right? He's not like the poster boy for Auschwitz. He looks strong. This guy does. And, his wits are about him and he's physically out there. Yeah, he's not fast, but who gives a shit? At 100 years old, that's the key. You keep moving. The second you stop moving, you become a big pile of shit. Like that guy on the end there, when we saw this, he hasn't trained a day in his life. He's 92. He's probably dead, and that's the end of it. So you gotta keep moving. So I give this guy all the credit in the world. He's a war hero too. It's his first race in 3 years, but he held his own at the legendary Franklin Field in Philadelphia. That's where the movie. There was scenes of that. What was that movie called? With Bruce Willis, who probably has less cognitive ability than this 100-year-old dude. Oh, Eric. What's that movie called? It's a M. Night Shyamalan thing, I think. It's with Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis. And Bruce Willis is like stronger than Thanos. I think I was just talking about it recently. Part of that was shot, I think it was shot at Franklin Field. Glass? No, it was the Unbreakable. That's what it was. I think that was shot at Franklin Field. I don't know. It's been a long time since they made a big deal of it back then when I lived in New Jersey. Anyway, I digress. He ran track for Long Branch High School in the 1930s, married his teenage sweetheart, Adele, enlisted in the Army, traveled to Europe during World War II, where he evaded bombs at the Battle of the Bulge, also called the Battle of the Ardennes. During his service, Wright impressively earned 4 Bronze Battle Stars. Following the war, Wright came home and attended college on the GI Bill. He then opened the first African-American-owned dental lab in Monmouth County, New Jersey, making prosthetic teeth, according to the Asbury Park Press. All the while, he's kept running. As for the record, 26.34 for the 100. World record for the oldest. Fastest, the oldest. No one can touch him. He is a champion. He said he wished the race was longer. He said that I was just getting going. Yeah, that's the thing. When you get old, it takes a while to get going. So, hats off to Lester Wright, the champion at the Penn Relays. Absolute legend. Battle of the Bulge was World War I, right? I don't think so. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Kenny makes it a point that everybody knows today is May the 4th, which is the day, like, that's the big Star Wars day. Okay? All right? I can't, sit there and say that that's shitty. I like Star Wars. All right? And people who like Star Wars too much have really nothing going for them. So if all that they can hang on to is this day, I am not going to get in the way of that. I am not going to rain on the parade for people who, think that this is an important day. I think that for those people who are losers, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm all about it. I support your love of May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Kenny says, admit it. You enjoyed The Mandalorian. I did. I did enjoy The Mandalorian. I enjoyed it the most when I heard that Gina Carano was canceled. That's when I enjoyed it the most. Okay. And she should have been. Absolutely. Did you see Bill Burr? He's like, oh, yeah, she should have been canceled. No, she should have. Absolutely. All right. Advertise on this show. Most days it works. Today it did not work. I don't know what the hell happened there, but I'm just glad that we're back. I try to give you my best. And then it just, best laid plans. What's that song by the Foo Fighters? Best of You? Ah, great song. Holy shit. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. Whoa! Charlie in the box. It's my birthday. Adam makes me work on the cameos. God. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. Advertise on the show. Send me an email. I'll tell you all about it. Bosco's Pub. That's where you go in Hudsonville, Michigan for burgers. Big fan of the Luigi. Mozzarella sticks, pepperoni, and marinara on a hamburger. What? Yes. Bosco's Pub, beautiful Hudsonville, Michigan, part of Terra Square. BOSCOS. Actually, BOSCO''S, pub. Bosco's Pub, online, boscospub.com. You might want to double check on the hours. It's been a work in progress because, lost a few employees and that messed things up for my man, Doug. What the hell is wrong with me? There's a hair in my vision, and it's like, I don't know where it is, and I want it to go away. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, NEV. Thank you to them. If you have car trouble, servicing all makes and models, domestic, European, Asian, with the exception of Volkswagen. And you better believe that if you've got an electric vehicle, or a hybrid, that's where it goes. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, NEV, ER Vines, ervines.com in West Michigan. Reach out to them. Loaner cars available for you. Early bird, drop off, after hours pickup. It's all there. Thank you, Irvine's. Your asshole of the day. Boy, kind of a weird one today. Is like almost like a two-part show. It's got to be the dude we talked about who John Domingo says he doesn't say to enjoy rape, but he does. I cannot stand this guy. Just so you know, if you ask, boy, how come Eric isn't voting Republican anymore? It's because of people like him. I've been a Republican forever. No, I take it back because I voted for that's actually not true at all. In the first election, the first Trump election, I voted for Clinton. That's the first time I voted Democrat. Then I did it backwards. Most people would think I would have voted for Trump in the first one and then not for him in the second one, but I did it backwards. I voted for Hillary in the first one and then voted for Trump in the second one, like the most recent one, the one that he lost. But all of the bullshit that's gone on since then has, fucking stay away, you pieces of shit. So that's where my brain is. And it's because of people like this guy. Don't blame me. Blame him for that mindset. That is your asshole of the day. Okay? Thank you, folks, for sticking with the show today. It was a little bit of an odd one, but we made it. Fun as hell to edit, but we'll get it done. Thank you. I appreciate you being here for it. And then that's it. Wow, that was loud. Damn it. Let me do that again. And then that's it. Have a good one, folks. Thank you. Talk to you on the Patreon.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.